What's up, e-bikers? It's getting close to Christmas and wrapping up the year here. So today I took the Ebike out. It's like 51 degrees out. It's bikeable. It's not totally pleasant because it's cold, but it's doable. I don't even have my cold weather gear on either. I mean, I've got 3 layers on. I got gloves. I got a full face helmet, a little neck scarf, and definitely got my wool socks on. Those are nice and toasty down there. But let's talk about my 4 most significant e-bikes of 2023. So, ridden a lot of e-bikes this year. There's been a lot of stuff happening in the industry, some trends, things like that. So I wanted to kind of address that. Last year I did a kind of an e-bike awards. This is kind of my e-bike awards for 2023, if you will. And we'll start out with what I think is the best value e-bike on the market, and it's also the fastest e-bike on the market in its class, and that is the Wired Freedom. For $19.99, you can buy an e-bike with a massive controller, a 60 volt, 20 amp hour battery, and you can hit 40 miles an hour if you want to do that. You can set changes from class 1 to class 3 whenever you want. It's got a very customizable display on it. It's full suspension, 26x4. It's very comfortable to ride. I've ridden one. My boy picked one up this year, and it is an excellent value e-bike, and it's probably one I'm going to get in 2024. I've been thinking about it, and I may pull the trigger in the next few months here. The Wired Freedom comes in a bunch of colors. You can get a step-through version as well. But when I first saw it last year, or this year, back in June, I think it was, it had some flaws in it. There was the rear wheel would hit the controller box for certain bumps. The fenders rattled. They were loose and stuff. But they fixed all that. They actually put like 10 new improvements into it. And after they did that, I was like, wow, I mean, this is really a superior e-bike. And it's one that you really have to look at if you're looking to buy the ultimate e-bike today, right? I kind of call it the ultimate e-bike because it has everything. It's got speed, power, full suspension for comfort, great looks, and it looks like a regular e-bike. It's not an e-moped. It's not, a Saran. It's a traditional looking e-bike, tough, rugged, go anywhere type of ride. And I would definitely encourage you to check out the Wired Freedom for $19.99. I mean, it's hard to find a better value than that in the market, right? So last year, I think the Electric 3.0 is my best value. This year, it's the Wired Freedom for sure. For $2K. For what you get there, that's unmatched in the industry by far. So definitely check that out when you get a chance. So I think the second most significant e-bike of 2023 that I rode was the one I'm on now here. This Ebike AQ177 monster battery e-bike. And the reason it's significant is because of the battery, let's face it. I'm going to pull over here and show it to you. But this year, 2023, was the year of the e-bike battery by far. We're seeing just a ton more e-bikes with 20 amp hours come out. And then this thing came out, and now there's like 4 of these on the market that you can pick up with 60 amp hours, and it's the biggest range e-bike on the market, guys. 200 miles you can get on the Ebike with that massive 60 amp hour battery there, and so that's why it's significant for this year. It's putting pressure on other e-bike makers to up the battery game. We're in kind of a battery war now, battery arms race. Among e-bike companies, and you're seeing just a lot more 20 amp hour e-bike batteries. That's great because range was the biggest issue in 21, 22. Now 23, range is no longer an issue on many e-bikes that come out. You can get a lot of cool e-bike batteries out there, e-bikes with big batteries, and go as far as you want with these things. You can make them your commuting e-bike. You know, if I lived in a warm weather state, I'd be commuting everywhere on an e-bike. I mean, I do it now mostly in the summer, but that's what e-bikes can do for you. And that's why this is one of my significant bikes of 2023. So I'll put a link to all these e-bikes in the channels in the video description there. But the Ebike is for sure, this is the first one to come out with a 60 amp hour battery. So I give them a lot of credit for doing that, and upping the game here for e-bike companies and these long range e-bikes. So check out the Ebike if you're in that kind of market. The third e-bike on my list for significance is the Electric Expedition Cargo e-bike with dual batteries. And the reason I chose that was, I think, because of the price, right? Electric is the low-cost leader in e-bikes, the most affordable e-bike company on the planet. And that Expedition, before that came out, there was no cargo e-bike you could buy for under 2K. And they were the first to come out with that. I think it's, what is it, 1,600 bucks. That really changed. I think it's starting to change the game here. Electric overall is putting a ton of pressure, downward pressure on e-bike prices. That's why you're seeing so many great deals this year. The number one reason is because of electric e-bikes. They want to get e-bikes into the hands of everyone, as many people as possible. And to do that, you got to lower the prices. And so by coming out with these low-cost alternatives to basically any style e-bike you want now, at the XP coming next month, they are really changing the game as far as prices go and the value you get from these things. So that's why the Expedition is my number 3 choice on the list here. It gets great range. I think I got 84 miles in my testing on flat ground. They claim 100, but I'm not sure about that, but it's close enough, right? 84 is pretty good. So it's a great long range e-bike as well. It's their fastest e-bike in my opinion. You hit 28 pretty easily on it. And you can carry a ton of cargo. You can carry 2 kids on there if you want to. It's got a massive orbiter on the back there for basically putting anything you want back there. You can fit like 2 cases of water back there in that thing. That rack is so long. And so that's why I give it a nod and give it one of my significant e-bikes of 2023. And then for the last e-bike, it's kind of going back and forth with this one, but I went out to Phoenix, Arizona back in May, and I got a chance to visit Soul Fast e-bikes out in East Mesa, Arizona. And that guy Jim Decker, who builds those things, has built like the Cadillac of e-bike frames. I mean, that thing is freaking gorgeous. And they put a ton of work into that e-bike frame and that style. Now, it's an e-bike that's only good for, I think, for big guys. You know, he sold one to Randy Johnson, the pitcher. It's a really big e-bike. It's got really wide handlebars. I don't think it's going to fit most people, but that was the most comfortable e-bike I rode all year. It's the Cadillac of e-bikes, right? That frame is, that dual suspension CUDA that I had on the channel is just gorgeous. And I challenge any e-bike company to come up with a better designed e-bike than that. The work he's put into that frame and the color schemes they have, I mean, that's pretty much unmatched in the space there. So check them out. They're about $3,000 for those dual suspension CUDAs. But God, it's a gorgeous e-bike. And if you've never seen one in person, it's a looker, man. It's going to blow you away as far as the quality goes. And it's got great speed. It's only got 2 flaws in my opinion. The battery is only 14 amp hours, or 52 volt, 14 amp hours. It's more of a big guy e-bike than anything. They do make some slightly smaller versions of it for like women and stuff like that. They have a step crew version. But that Solfast Cuda is the coolest looking e-bike I think I've ever seen in person and ridden too. It's just it's a massively over-designed e-bike, and it's just gorgeous, and it deserves a shout out there as well on my channel. So those are my 4 e-bikes, 4 significant e-bikes of 2023, and let me know what you guys think. Gotta get off this bumpy sidewalk here as we head back home. But what are your significant e-bikes from this year? What do you think? I'd say the Wired Freedom is, won the internet as far as YouTube commenters go and influencers. I think it's a pretty unanimous decision as kind of like, e-bike of the year, I bet. But yeah, Wired Freedom, Anioki, Electric Expedition, and that Solfast Cuda are my top 4 bikes of the year. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next Crisscrossed. Happy New Year! Mm-hmm.